1971년 이후 최연소 스타팅 5로 파이널에 진출하며 센세이션을 일으켰던 샌안토니오 스퍼스. 하지만 파이널 시리즈에서 계속해서 리드를 지켜내지 못하며 4대1로 패배하고 말았는데요. 샌안토니오 스퍼스 선수들의 인터뷰 모아봤습니다. 구독과 좋아요는 영상 제작에 큰 힘이 됩니다.
Victor, I know it's the end of a tough series. I'm just wondering if you can put into words what it was like to watch that team celebrate a championship on your home floor, and does that give you and the team maybe motivation, fuel going into whatever's next?
I think that's compared to anything before. This is the biggest lesson of my life, the biggest learning moment. I can't tell exactly what the lesson is, but we're learning from that for sure. I'm learning more than any other time in my life before.
You've had quite the journey just over your first 3 years in the league. You know, you went from the lean times to this stage and experiencing this. How do you think all of this is going to sort of shape your mentality moving forward?
It's going to be all of it.
Second row, right side.
Who we are, it's what we're made of, plus our experiences. And this has been a hell of a year in terms of experience. I don't think we could have learned more and gained more experience in one playoff run and in one season. And personally, in 18 months, it's been hard and full of lessons.
Victor, I know, again, it's too early to process maybe, but when you are going through this summer, do you think there's anything from these last few games, few months, the whole season that's going to stick with you that you're going to think about the most as you prepare for next year?
Absolutely. What I'm pissed about is that there's probably 100 games before we can be back in finals. I don't know how to say it in English, but I'm going to have to, hold that inside of me and slow down and wait and execute for 100 games.
Every team you face so far, you guys always found a way to get over the top eventually. What did you learn about how hard it is to win the finals against this Knicks team where they kept coming up with answers? Brunson just could always score no matter what in the end.
I learned one of many things I learned is the margin of error is very, very thin. Our domination stints are absolute. We absolutely dominated for most of the series. But our errors, our mistakes, are punished so hard that we can't have ups and downs like this so much. The ups are okay, the downs, it's the reason we lost.
Victor, you study the game. You understand the history of it. It took Michael 7 years. It took LeBron 9. It took Jerry West 12 years to be a champion. Not even the greatest ever. It's not immediate. How difficult is that to accept when you pour so much of yourself into this, that there is a process to get to where you want to go?
It's painful, it's painful. But I'm not running away from that. But I'm using that to fuel me. I'm sure all these guys you named, they're not satisfied with being eliminated in earlier rounds or not making the playoffs. And I'm not satisfied with not winning. But as I said, this is the biggest lesson of my life. And as a team, there's no better experience than what we just lived.
Vic, you mentioned the margin for error in this series. After the fantastic regular season and the playoff run, and then especially the conference finals and winning that the way you did it surprise you that margin of error caught up to you and that you guys weren't able to capitalize the way you have?
Yeah, for sure. And it surprised me that every game has the same scenario. Every 5 games of the series had the same scenario. And how relentless we were in our mistakes and they were in punishing them. Appreciate y'all. See y'all. Never.
It meant a lot, I think. A whole lot to grow on, a whole lot to learn on. Well, at the end of the day, it's my first year. And, can't keep moving forward if you don't got a positive attitude. So, obviously we lost and I wanted to win that. But at the end of the day, I got to regroup, bounce back, get ready for next year.
You had the ball in your hand a lot, obviously, and made some really big plays. So what do you take away from your performance in this game? And I'm sure some things will stick with you for a while.
I think with the good comes the bad. I think there's a lot of possessions that I want to take back and do differently, but it's not what happened. It's not how the ball bounced. So, just gotta keep on going.
To get this far, I mean, in your rookie year with a young team, how much of a huge building block can this be for the future?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we all learned a lot in this playoff run. I mean, I feel like a lot of people count us out, and I think that we just proved people wrong. Ain't go how we wanted to go, but I mean, we definitely learned a lot.
What do you got to remember about this team?
I mean, just chemistry, I think. How everyone bonded. Really just the sacrifices we all made to be in the position we're in right now.
You mentioned after Game 4 that you had a fire lit under you after that result. With this one tonight, just what kind of fire, what sort of emotion or drive do you have after this one?
I mean, I feel like it's lost, so I mean, obviously I got a lot of emotions, but at the end of the day, it's next year, so I mean, I got to kind of just regroup, like I said, and get ready and focus on next year.
I mean, it hurt. I mean, we felt like we could have got it done. I mean, like you said, we were one step away. But I mean, I wouldn't look at this season as a failure. I feel like we did a lot of good this season, but obviously we didn't, accomplish the main goal. But I mean, just trying to use it as fuel to the fire for next season.
Can you describe that fourth quarter? Just how back and forth it was, how deep you guys had to dig to just get to the paint, get a bucket.
I mean, it was a high intensity game. I mean, a lot on the line. I mean, everybody just wants to win. And, I mean, in those moments, I mean, there's no promise for tomorrow for us. So I feel like everybody dig deep. I mean, we just fell a little short.
How tough was it going up against such a veteran team like that? I mean, they've been through the wars. You guys are trying to get there. How tough was it?
I mean, yeah, it was tough. I mean, majority of the game, I feel like we had it under control. But I feel like those little things, I feel like they were just a step better than us at those, and I feel like that's why they ended up pulling it out. I mean, we had a lead in pretty much every game. I feel like we couldn't finish. I don't think it has anything to do with our youth, but I think just credit to them.
Obviously, coming into this year, people didn't think that we'd win 60 games or be here, and I think the talent, gelled together quickly. I think guys loved each other, and it made playing together easier.
In terms of the approach you guys will have in the future, how do you take the things you saw tonight and apply them for next season and beyond?
I mean, I think a lot of that is how us really learning how do we play with a lead. I mean, we got up, I think, 13. Timeout happens, and I said it before. We're like, what are we going to do when we get this lead? And I mean, they did a great job. They stuck around. Their runs kept them in the game, and then when it was time to execute down the stretch, they did.
Is that the most frustrating part about it?
Yeah, I think so. Don't want to sit here and be like, you were the better team, but every game we were able to build up this lead and kind of just watch it wither away. And obviously the games were still close, and we had chances to win, but we weren't able to execute down the stretch of these games.
I know it's early, but how much are you looking toward being part of the future of this team and being together with these guys for a while?
Yeah, I mean, continue to work together, continue to get better, obviously as individuals and as a team. Our first time really going through something like this, so it's definitely something to build off of. Obviously, champions are made before you win a championship. So.
Seeing the growth of Castle, seeing the growth of Harper, even for a game like tonight, what was it like for you just to see those two underneath your wing this season?
Yeah, I mean, those guys, the sky's the limit. And you said before, these guys are all NBA guys. They're going to be all-stars. They're going to be all defensive guys, I think both of them. And I mean, they're obviously a large reason of why we were so good this year and early in their career. So the sky is definitely the limit for both of them.
Devin, as you guys begin to process these emotions over the next few days and kind of think back to just the way you guys have kind of stuck together, what do you make of the way that Dylan and Carter have played this season? Just, you guys have never let on that you saw them as anything more than rookies, from like you have to, but.
Tremendously proud of both of them, starting with Carter and him not getting minutes in the beginning of the season, to going to the G League, to coming out here and changing games and making an impact and just trusting the process. He's going to be a special player. I know how hard he works. So he's going to be a really, really, really good defensive player. Offensive player. He's going to be a really good two-way player. Dylan, I think we all knew he was talented. I don't know anybody, if anybody knew he was this talented, probably besides himself. You know, he was upset with playing time and different roles that he was in, but when we needed him most, he stepped up, and we have a star in the making, and I know that he's going to put so much work into the offseason. It's not just offensively, but defensively. He's made a lot of plays. He's grown so much, and what is he, 20, 21 years old? I mean, the sky's the limit for him. So I'm just really proud of our rookies. They stepped up, and to be called, their number to be called in the NBA Finals shows the growth and the trust that the coaches have into them.